What do I do? What? How's your day going today? It's alright. I got a Zoom meeting. I'm gonna take y'all along with me on my Zoom meeting. Can you hear me? I got a Zoom meeting. Wait, what you say? Good morning. Email me. It's about it's in jeopardy, and I was about to ask you how to acquire. Listen, hey, email me. I've been hearing about that. I've been hearing shit about that. What's for breakfast today? A protein bar. A protein bar. Teddy, email me about the program. Um, can y'all hear me? Cause I'm finna talk about that right now. I can talk about that right now. Someone put in the chat. If you hear me, I can speak a little bit about that. It's in my bio. It's in my bio. When you go to my page and it tell you about me, it's in my bio. But I can speak a little bit about that. Yeah, shit is getting crazy in this world, y'all. Like, I think I shouldn't did that. I just made one shorter than the other one. I can speak a little bit about that. Let me turn my comments off because these people is weird as hell, for real. But Teddy, I'm finna speak a little bit about that. It's in my bio. Like when you go to my page and my YouTube page here, and cause these people getting real disrespectful. They getting real motherfucking disrespectful, and this ain't that. Um, I could speak a little bit about that. I feel like it's not going nowhere. It's not going nowhere because I just got 3 letters in the mail for 3 different states saying I've been approved, but I'm not moving, I'm not going nowhere. So I don't think it's been affected. And if you want me to help you get in those states, I will. I can. I don't believe that because I'm BFFs with the lady, and I think she would have called me. She would have called me by now and said something about it. So I don't believe it. I think all the other programs are probably in jeopardy, of course, but I don't get those programs. I don't qualify, like I told you. Once a month, I go to the food pantries and stock up, and you just have to do what you got to do. But as far as what you talking about, I don't believe it because I got 3. I can show you the letters that from 3 different states. I can show them to you right now. I don't think it's going in anywhere. I don't think it's going to be obsolete. Alexa, stop. I don't think it's going anywhere. I can show you right now. This one. It ain't going nowhere because I just got approved for 3 different states. If you need me to coach you and show you how, I will for free. This 2 right here. This 2 right here. Saying I've been approved. That's the 2nd state. And the other one I had been approved, but I had to call all of them back and told them that I live here, so I won't need it. And if you need me to help you with housing, email me. I will gladly help you with housing because I know the lady personally. And as far as the other states, I will give you the information and you can reach out to them. Reach out. It's not no go on no website. No, I'll give you the names and the numbers of the people. I ain't on some real shit. To work and you have to put money like in an escrow. You have to be working and get money on the escrow, or you have to have your college degree, and if you just graduated from college, they will give you, I think, $3,000 or something. But we'll go over the logistics when you email me. It's called Family Sufficiency Program, where you can take your voucher and you can buy a house. So just email me and I'll walk you through it and get you to the appropriate people you need to talk to. Don't be scared, you know. But I'm here to assist you in any way. You don't have to pay me. But yeah, you can take um your voucher and get a house. But they go by, you have to be working for a year, and you have to put your money, of course, in the escrow with them, and I think you have to be you have to either work or have your degree with that, and put the money in the escrow to get a house. So yeah, I know the lady personally from Illinois. I know the lady personally from Ohio, and I know the lady personally from the state of Wisconsin. So, and in Indiana just sent me a letter too. So that's 4 states: Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, and Wisconsin. 4 states. So if you want help in one of those 4 states, because I know people personally, and they are still doing it. They still sending acceptance letters. So don't be scared. You got this. For real. Um, it's just gonna get bad out here. And you also have to go and get registered for the family sufficiency program. You have to get registered. You have to do it on the computer. You can't do it on your cell phone. You have to do it on your computer because it's a lot of paperwork. You have to take a couple of Zoom meetings for that also too. So, but I'll walk you through it. It's easy peasy. And you know, it's the same thing with housing. The apartments, the house that you pick, it has to be um, approved by them. Everything has to be top tier. So even though I didn't take advantage of that program, I will gladly walk you through it and gladly give you the names and the numbers of people personally that I know that will help you. That's why they didn't like me at the facility for some reason, because I knew every fucking body it was to know. What Steve Urkel used to say, don't fret my prep, my bad. But say I'm not the one that talk at you. I'm gonna give you the names and the numbers of the people. I ain't gonna send you the websites. I'm gonna give you somebody personally to call, because when you dealing with the public, uh, you just can't speak in general because they'll still be lost. Like, I don't want nobody to be lost. I want to clarify everything, execute everything perfectly. still leave and still don't know what the hell going on and forget half the shit I say. So yeah, I got actual data, actual mail, actual proof of what programs and their names and their numbers are on there. So not just, oh, go to this website and do this. Your ass gonna be waiting for 2 to 10 years to 20 years. People be on social media saying the same shit. Oh, go to this website. It's open. Fuck being open. Give me a name. Give me a number. I don't think I like this damn brush. Fuck it being open. Give me a name. Give me a number. I don't want to pile in up with everybody else. I want to get in. I can get you in. That's the shit I'm just talking. That's the shit I'm talking about. Cause why should I tell you to go do what millions of people are already doing every day? Going to their website, getting on the waiting list. What the fuck you doing what millions of people doing every day? Going to a website, getting on the waiting list. That's not helping. You could have did that shit on your own. I'm gonna give you the actual name and number of the folks that sent it to me saying I was approved. You start from there. Just like when I was in the facility, the director was like, get on the phone and call the housing lady. I got on the phone and called the housing lady right in her face. And I said, I'm going to send you an email and tell you her name. I said, she got me in her office right now. She mad. She mad that I won't give you her information. Because if I would have gave her the information, she would have tried to help everybody else in there. But y'all motherfuckers let me sit up in there for 2 years and didn't help me. But then when I get my shit, they pulled me in the office and tried to push me up against the wall and interrogate me and threaten me. I said, no, I'm not giving you this lady number. I said, no, I'm not giving you the lady number. She said, well, you better get on the phone and call her, call them, call somebody. I said, call them for what? She said, because I need to see. I want to know. You ain't finna see shit, bitch. Nothing. You don't need to see shit that's going on with me. Yeah, that bitch put me in her office, pushed me against the wall, slid all the way like I was a little kid. And I also emailed the lady and told the lady her name and gave the lady her email too. I said, if she called you or emailed you about any funky ass bitch up in this shelter, do not approve shit. Don't tell her shit. Don't put nobody else shit through. Fuck them. They had me and my baby sit up in here for 2 years. And then when I work and I figure it out and I get out and start meeting people and start rubbing elbows with people, they want to use my motherfucking resources and burn my motherfucking shit up. I said, no, don't give us shit. And then she gonna pull me back in her office and say, did you mean to include me on that email? I said, yeah, it did. Yeah, I told her. Yeah, I told the housing lady. This is the director name. This is all the bitches' names that's up in here. Fuck them. They had me and my child sit up in here for 2 years, and then when I get out there, going to different, I done went and drove to over 50 organizations. One lady said, I'm gonna help you. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna help you. She came up there to the facility we did the paperwork. But when you come up there to the facility, you got to sign in and you got to show them your ID and put your phone number down. So me and the lady went in the conference room. So me and the lady in the conference room, and let me tell y'all how weird these motherfuckers was. So me and the lady went in the office. First she was like, "No, Angie, the way you describing them up there, I think we need to meet at the library." I said, "No, we don't need to meet at the library. Come up here and sign the confidentiality agreement because it was a DV shelter I was in." I said, "Come up here and sign the confidentiality agreement and show your ID, and just it's going to be a sign-in slip, sign in." So we back there doing the paperwork and stuff. And everybody, look, they huddling up. They huddling up like, who is that? Who is that back there with Angie? What's she doing? What's going on? Da 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 da. So I think I had messed up one of the pages, and I think I had messed up one of the pages and had to come out and ask the receptionist could she rescan it again, and so it can be clear. Can we white it out or something and copy it? Baby, let me tell you how weird that was. They was, and I told her to give me the original back so I could rip it up myself. After we do the paperwork and the lady leave, the lady called me a week later. She said, "Angela, somebody from your shelter called me and asked me what was my name, what was I doing up there, what she was working on, what's wrong." I'm gonna tell you the whole story. So my case manager, after the lady left from up there at the shelter and we did the paperwork, do y'all know my case manager went and got the sheet? She went and got the sign-in sheet and called the lady behind my back and said, and started asking the lady a whole bunch of questions and asking her what she was doing up there and why she trying to help me. And the lady called me and she said, "Yeah, I didn't tell her nothing because I told her I'll lose my job. Like that's a HIPAA violation. She can't ask me anything that's going on with you. That's confidentiality." You know what I'm saying? I guess my case manager got mad or whatever. My case manager got mad or whatever, right? So what our bitch ass did is, when you stay in the shelter, is a 2-year subsidy program that you can go to, and they pay your rent for 2 years. So she was trying to intercept whatever the fuck I was working on so it can fuck it up. And I told that, and I went and I called the boss's boss, the director, on her ass, and she actually got fired. She got fired. I say, why all of a sudden when she see me that made a move, all of a sudden she want to help me. All of a sudden she want to help me when she see I'd have been sitting here, and this was, I think this was December. All this happened in December. No, all this happened in January of this year. Her ass end up getting fired. The very next month. It took me everything not to laugh or want to get up. I said, "No, Angie, don't do that. Steady. with some class and grace. Yeah, she ended up calling the lady. And the lady was like, yeah, she called me and asked me what was going on and what was I up there for. I said, you didn't have to tell her a fuck thing because it wasn't her business. She wasn't trying to help me. So yeah, after that, my case manager got fired. Then, then, uh, then I end up getting another case manager. She was on some weird shit too, cause every apartment that I went to, she didn't want to give me a letter of residence. She didn't want to give me a letter. She didn't want to give me a letter of residency on the program. Shit was hot. She wanted me a letter of residency, so I found out about three apartments before I found out she was trying to sabotage me too. So I don't know what she was telling the people when they called her and just wanted to verify that I had been there. Like they were okay with renting to me, but they just wanted to verify that I had been in a shelter or whatever. Cause I didn't have any rental history, and I had fixed my credit up. I had got everything off my credit by me staying in there. I obtained a double associates, even though I don't use them. So what? I had fixed my credit up, and I never had any bills in my name. I never had no light, gas bills, so I didn't owe anybody. So I was trying to figure out what the fuck is this lady telling them. And just so happens that this apartment, the lady called me, and she was like, yeah, the director's acting. She was like, yeah, the director's acting really weird. She won't give me a letter of residency. I say, well, call my case manager. She said, I've been calling your case manager too. Every time I call them, they're saying they're in the meeting. I said, they're not in the meeting. They're sitting right there in their office. They're not in the meeting. They're sitting right there in their office. So I had called the big manager back. I had called the director's boss back. I said, I don't know why these people acting weird. I'm trying to get out of here. Can you ask why my case manager won't give me a letter of residency so I can show these people where I'm at? They just want to verify where I'm at. They gonna give me the place or whatever. Cause these places are expensive. You have to pay like administration fee, like $500-600. You have to pay the application fee plus administration fee plus first month's rent, last month's rent. So I had saved a lot of money, a whole bunch of money. Plus doing a degree, plus fixing my credit up. So I am, you know, I know a lot about a lot now. Like, so the case manager, when I called the manager and she called my case manager in the office and she said, no, Angela is lying to them saying she pay rent here. I said, shit is a lie. I pulled up the email. I said, read the email for yourself. And she looked at that lady. She said, it says right here on this email, letter of residency. Give her that letter and give her that letter right now. She said, oh, I'll type it up and I'll slide it under Angela's door. She said, no, you will not slide it under Angela's door. She's not a dog. You're going to knock on the door and hand it to her in her hand. So before she left that day, she knocked on the door with an attitude. she handed me the letter. That bitch was gone. She ain't come back. The next Monday, they fired her ass too. They fired her too. See, the place I was in, they was either in cahoots with a certain somebody and they was paying them to sabotage my shit, or they was just genuine haters. And the whole time I stayed in the shelter, all this stuff you see, I was paying the storage rent, a storage fee. I was paying $269. It started out as $125. Every 3 months they'll go up on my damn storage unit. So by the end, I had got my storage unit out. It was $269. When I moved here, I went back to the storage unit. I said, I'm coming back and get my stuff because I see y'all going up. They was finna go up from $269 to $280. I say, no. I moved in my place. I'm coming to get my stuff. So the man at the storage unit say, I can reach out to corporate, but you've been renting with us so long. I'm gonna reach out to corporate and try to keep your rent the same for 6 months. I say, back, please and thank you, but I'm coming to get it way before 6 months. The man reached out to corporate and they sent me an email and said, we're gonna keep your storage unit at the same rate. Da 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 da. Well, I think, but it wasn't for 6 months. I think it was for like 5 months. Bam. I moved in here a month later. I called the same motherfucking movers. The same movers, because y'all broke my stuff down. Y'all gonna come and put my stuff back up. So yeah, I've been through a lot of shit and I got a lot of fucking resources. So yeah, that shit was crazy. But yeah, my case manager called the lady and the lady was like, I can't give you no information on Angela. Her ass ended up getting fired, hating ass bitch. Like, her ass was mad as fuck. Y'all just don't know what I went through in that place. Like, in that place, um, it's definitely not for the weak. It's definitely not for the weak. That's some shit I couldn't even imagine. But they used to ask me every day that I came out. They used to be like, Angela, how you finding? How you finding the will to always be so nice? You're always so nice. I say I'm just always been a nice person. No matter what you do to me, I'ma always be a nice person. Hold on, y'all. So they used to always ask me like, Angela, how you always so nice? We never saw you angry. We never saw you crash out. And I wanted to almost tell them, that's what y'all want me to do. That's why y'all treat me like this. That's why y'all won't help me and help everybody else. Everybody, I saw all of 30 women right before my eyes come after me and get housed. Them and their kids. 30 women, and I was just sitting there. I didn't get discouraged. I got out there and helped myself. You got to help yourself before anybody else help you. And I believe at the end of the 2 years, like they tried to do, give me some walking papers, and they would have told me I got to get out. We can't help you. You didn't stay here for 2 years. We didn't did our job. You can't get housing. But see, I fucked their whole head up when I got in touch with whoever I needed to get in touch with, and I got the whole bitch shut down. And I'm still thinking about suing their ass. Yeah. And they still calling me. They still calling me, trying to get shit. Listen, I know y'all don't like me, so I'll be a fool to go back to that same shelter and accept anything from y'all. Let y'all give me anything. And I know y'all don't like me. I don't want that bad vibes, that bad juju in my house. Y'all don't know where I live at. Y'all don't know my address. I want to keep it that way. I don't want to get no updates. I don't want to come up there and speak. They wanted me to do a video of how great the program is. I said, absolutely not. How the program so great, and they had me and my special needs child in there for 2 years. Disabled people and old people come get housed before anybody, but y'all let us sit there for 2 years watching me like a motherfucking hawk. I believe they was in cahoots with somebody else. The director said, let me tell you, how God's so good. I can show y'all the letter. Right now, I can show y'all the letter. The director gave me a letter and said, you got to be out of here by June 20th. What you gonna do? She said, yeah, you got to be out of here by June 20th. She was like, what you gonna do? I said, I'll be out of here. She asked me that 5 or 6 times, ran out, chased me when I was getting my truck. I had a truck. I had a Mercedes-Benz truck the whole time I was in there. God's so good. I had a BMW. The day that my baby's father evicted me and my son, a week before, my motor blew up. It was smoking. I found this guy, he was selling a Mercedes-Benz truck. I said, listen, I don't got no money. My baby daddy finna evict me out the house. Me and his son, he paying the sheriffs to do this. I really need this truck. He said, my father died. I said, my father died too. My mother and my whole family did. He said, this truck been in the garage. My daddy took care of this truck. I said, I promise you, I'll take care of it. The whole while I was in that shelter, didn't nothing go wrong with that truck. Only thing I did was the brakes and oil changes. And towards the end, remember they was lying, talking about they was going to get my truck fixed. Remember they was lying, talking about they was going to get my truck fixed. And didn't never get it fixed, right? Fuck their head up. They gonna give me a new car. They was mad than a motherfucker. I want to go give me that new car. As soon as I put that car on the shelter lot, they ran and started knocking on my door and was like, where's your insurance? You have to have insurance to park on this lot. I said, don't you think I know that? I said they wouldn't let me pull off the car lot without full coverage insurance. I said, here go the insurance. I look out the window, the whole shelter walking around my car, looking at my car. They was like, yeah, that's a very sophisticated car, da 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 da. Bitch, get the fuck away from my car. After I bought my car, it was 2 more moms in there. The very next day, they went to go back and get them a car. I say, but shit, I did that shit on my own with my own saved money. They probably did some shit through the motherfucking program and got their shit. They mad I ain't get that 2-year subsidy shit, so they'll be able to come and knock on my door and be in my business. I'm glad they didn't help me do shit. I'm glad I don't have to deal with them motherfuckers ever again a day in my life. I wish they don't call me, stop calling me, tell me I'll come and get some stuff that you need. I would never take anything from y'all, ever, because I know y'all don't like me. Do not take nothing from nobody. Listen, if you know somebody do not like you, I don't give a fuck how bad you need it. Never accept anything from somebody that does not like you. Do it yourself. Do it yourself. Do it yourself. Do it your motherfucking self. For real. Do it yourself. Yeah, the director was like, you gotta get out of here. June 20th, what you gonna do? Da 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 da. I'ma leave. Baby, I left June 20th and paid for 15 days at the extended stay. I stayed at the extended stay for 15 days. I moved in here July 1st. Moved in here July 1st. And my landlord, he say, I know what type of predicament you were in. I was trying to get you in June 20th, but I just couldn't do it because they had to put carpet down and get everything ready. I said, don't even worry about it. I'm in here. It's over with. I don't ever want to talk and discuss them people again a day in your life. Once the lady, the owner of these condominiums, she saw how they were treating me, she said, Angela, I'm going to get you out of there. I'm going to help you. Even though you ain't got no rental history, none of that, I see firsthand how they're doing you at that shelter. I'm going to give you that condo. And she did. They gave me some paperwork before I left the shelter. They was like, do you want to do a video and speak about how great this program is? I said, absolutely not. They was like, will you come back for different events and speak at our groups? Absolutely not. That was the worst experience of my life. They were mad because they couldn't break me and humble me and like, certain narcissistic women think you're supposed to be humble and be a shell of yourself for them to help you. I'm supposed to just don't do any self-care, be looking like anything. Who did it and what for? And they mad that I walked out and still had my clothes and still had my shoes and dressed my son nice and I dressed nice. And I don't give a fuck who it made, what mom in there felt bad because they had the same advantages I had. Sit there and save your motherfucking money. Maybe you'll have something. They giving you stuff that they ain't even offer me. They was giving them clothes and stuff. They ain't give me clothes. And to the end, the lady felt she was so proud of me. She gave me some stuff, but it's in storage. I got another storage unit. Let me tell you how weird them people was. Let me tell you how weird them people was at the shelter. They had two parks. Two parks in the back. Two parks and like a basketball court. They had all the children bikes out there. They had all the children scooters out there, except for Samaje age. They had children bikes below his age and children bikes above his age. but they didn't have anything out there that catered to Samaje. And I said I felt that really odd. When I got ready to move, the lady was like, I'm gonna go let you look in the garage because they had like some furniture back there in the garage in the shelter. I say, I don't want anything because I got my own furniture, but I will go back there and look and see what's back there. Baby, why they had hid all the motherfucking 4-year-old, 5-year-old, and 6-year-old bicycles in the garage, in the back of the garage behind the furniture? Dirty motherfuckers. They would, when I say they was hating, and they were, something else. Yeah, when I got ready to move, they let me in the garage. Baby, I looked deep in the back of the garage because they had a garage floor with like dressers, chests, chairs, all type of shit. But see, this is my furniture from my house that I was paying on $269 a month. I was paying on faithfully on time. Baby, I looked in the garage. They had all the bikes. That's Samaje could have rode the whole 2 years, but newsflash, he was riding a bike before he even got here, so he do know how to ride a bike. And if I really wanted to, I would have bought him a bike, but I knew if I would have bought him a bike and took it to the shelter and headed back there with all the other bikes, they would have tore it up on purpose. They would have broke it on purpose. That car seat that's in the back of my car, that Captain America car seat, some kind of way when I ordered it, they sent me 2 of them. They sent me 2 of them. So I had got it delivered at the shelter. So the notification came through my phone, like, your car seats came. So I go out to the receptionist. I say, where's my son's car seat? She was like, I don't know, but Angie, I'm finna find out for you. Da 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 da. She called. It was another shelter that was like harboring Venezuelans. They were harboring Venezuelans at, it was 2 buildings where I was. So the other one, they were harboring Venezuelans. See, I ain't even say nothing about that. That wasn't even my business, but they made it obvious because Samaje went to that park on that side one day and about 5 women came out there and was like, you can't be over here. Don't come over there. Da 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 da. I say, they gonna regret. They gonna get that karma for fucking with me. 5 months later, that building got shut all the way down. The daycare that was there got shut all the way down. They were harboring Venezuelans in the second building. And they thought I was gonna see them and say nothing, but my baby just wanted to be in that park because all the other kids played in it. It was just too much for him. But anyway, that building ended up being shut down. What happened to the women and now, I don't know. And yeah, so they was just dirty. When I say they were dirty, they ass were dirty as fuck when it came to me. And they would always like, Angela always in her apartment. She won't come out. I'm not coming out because I know y'all trying to nitpick. I know y'all trying to start some shit with me. I know y'all want me to beat one of y'all ass so I can go to jail and y'all can have access to all my shit. Yeah, when I I said their ass was dirty. I don't even dwell on that shit. I ain't even never talked about my experience. I never even talked about my, like, experience in that shelter, but like I said, it was rough. It was a rough child. And I know God loved me because the average person, they would be one of their ass, for real. But I think what I learned was I'm getting to y'all bitches even more that I ain't even giving y'all a response that y'all want. I'ma play it cool. I'ma play it calm. So that was Amazon. That was Amazon. It was a package. I don't want to go there and get my shit unless she gonna bring it to the front door. My phone broke. There's Amazon. Bring it to my up here. They sent you a picture of it. But y'all, hold on. But yeah, the shit I went through, like, them bitches was something else. Like, everybody was something else. Like, it wasn't one, it wasn't two, it was the whole fucking facility. It was weird as hell. They had told all the moms in there, don't get close to Angie, don't be her friend, don't speak to her, just look at her. Baby, when I walked out in the hallway, they used to be like, yeah. And I used to go back in my apartment. I used to be like, why they won't just speak to me? Why they just won't talk to me? And then my friend was like, girl, fuck them. You don't see what's going on? Every time somebody will get housed, they'll call me in the room with the person. And the person be like, yeah, I'm moving. They found me my housing right in front of my face. And I used to be like, what the fuck is y'all calling me in the room with so and so and so and so, and they bragging, talking about they at their house. It's like they was trying to piss me off. They was trying to make me bug up. I ain't fall for that shit. every time I saw every bit of 30 women get housed before me. If y'all think, if y'all think, hold on y'all. When I say if y'all think I'm finna fall, they wanted me to be in shambles in there. They wanted me to be in shambles in there, and when I had got my double associates, my case manager was like, "Give me your degree. Let me make a copy of it." I said, "No, you're not touching my degree." She said, "Why not? You think I'm gonna mess it up?" I said, "You can't mess it up. It's a degree. How you gonna mess it up? I don't want you to take it in there and wipe your ass on it. I don't want you to touch it, cause bitch, you don't like me and I don't like you. So I don't have to show you my college degree." She called the director and was like, "Angela around here showing her degree and I think it's phony. Can you come check it out?" So the director listened. She got the president of the women's board. She called all the sponsors that sponsored. She called all the sponsors that sponsored that women's shelter. And they put me in the room. They called me in the room and they were like, "Angela, let me see your degree." I said, "Wait a minute, I'll go get it." I gave her my degree. She held it up to the light. She said, "It's real, y'all. It got the golden seal on there. It got a seal on there." My case manager stormed out. Boom, boom. The fucking floor was shaking. She was mad as hell. The degree. This is what the director wore glasses. This is what she did to my degree. She said, "It's real, y'all. It got the seal on there. It's real." And then everybody said, "Congratulations, Angie. Give me a hug. Oh, I live for stuff like this. I love with women." I say, "Man, give me my motherfucking degree and left up out of there. I don't want to hear that phony ass shit." So y'all call me in the room, call all the sponsors who sponsored the shelter. When I say them bitches was weird. When I say them bitches was fucking weird. When I say them bitches was weird. She was like, "Yeah, it's real, y'all. Angie, Angie degree is real. It got the seal on it." Everybody was like, "Yay, give me a hug. I'm so proud of you." I said, "Give me my degree," and walked up out of there. They had a cake and everything. They had a cake, presidents. I said, "Give me my," I walked the fuck up out of there. like me. I walked up out of there. Yeah, I said, give me my motherfucking degree and I'm walk the fuck up out of here. Yeah, they was like, hooray, it's real, hooray, it got the seal on there. I was like, bitch, if you don't give me my degree. They was like, we got a cake for you. I said, I have something to do. I have a prior engagement. I have a prior engagement, sorry. I have a prior engagement, sorry. And bitches used to come in my room. They used to come in my room and steal my phone chargers and put the little cheap flimsy phone charger that break at the neck. Every day, I come home. My friend kept saying, Angie, put your phone chargers in your purse. And I used to be like, I can't remember to stick no damn phone chargers in my purse. Every week, once a week, they was getting me for my phone charger and give me the little cheap ass phone charger that break from the neck. They was in that motherfucker searching for some valuables, a bitch. All my valuables was in. The only thing I had was my chain. I used to eat, sleep, shit, and shower in this motherfucker. I thought you never could get it wet. I believe that. I believe in my heart to this day. I believe a motherfucker, my case manager was getting paid by somebody to sabotage my shit. I ain't gonna lie. I think my case manager was getting paid because it's no reason why I had to be in there 2 years and everybody else. But look at God, I found my own shit and I don't got to worry about them knocking on my door. I don't got to worry about shit. reporting back to them, putting them in my business. I ain't even give them my real address. I told them funky ass bitches I live in Dalton somewhere. It was like, Dalton? I wouldn't dare move to Dalton. That's one of the baddest motherfucking suburbs. It is Dalton. I wouldn't dare. She done rolled past that as soon as I said Dalton and gave her address in Dalton. I made some shit up. She done rolled past that because she knew the elementary schools, the high school. I say this bitch. That's why I ain't telling where I live at, because they wanted to do some research on where I'm finna move at. I'm telling bitches shit. Fuck them. They was mad because I had that Benz truck. I don't give a fuck how old it was, if it had an antenna or not. It was mine. It was paid for. They were mad because I had a Chavez wardrobe. I kept my hair did. I kept my nails did. I kept money in my pocket. I kept my son looking fresh to death every motherfucking day. They mad. They was mad. They used to go in my room searching for some shit. Somebody had gave me this, they had gave me 3 of these, this South Clam, Anastasia, Beverly Hills. It's cute, but it's been, so, they gave me this, somebody else gave me this too, it's just a couple of them. I got like 5 more in the thing. I just take the, you see what color I always dig in. This one right here. And then eyelash. I shouldn't even did that. I shouldn't even did that. I shouldn't even did that. I get it off. One day my case manager called me and was like, this eyelash still. One day my case manager called me and she was like, we having a house meeting. So I was like, I'm picking up Samaje from school. So she was like, bring him. I say, you know that's not a good idea for me to have Samaje in the room with 30 moms. I walked in the room, didn't nobody had their kids. Samaje, the only child there. He went absolutely berserk. They locked the doors, stood in front of the doors and locked them so we couldn't get out. She was like, y'all think Angela perfect? Look what she has to do. And put up with and deal with on a daily basis. Y'all think she's perfect. Look at her child. Look at my right hand to God. You can't make it. I want to beat that bitch ass. But y'all think Angela's so perfect? Look what type of child she has to deal with. Look what type of child she has to put up with. Yeah, I want to beat that bitch ass. I did. I want to beat that bitch ass. The shit I went, the shit I went through up and down, it was really inhumane. It was inhumane, cruel, and vicious. Really inhumane. One of the moms pulled me over to the side. She said, I never had any idea. I wouldn't have had no clue if she wouldn't have did that for you. She said, I got more respect for you because now I'm wondering how you do it and how you make it look so easy. I went through some shit in there. I'm telling you, like I said, the old Angie, I would have been in jail. I was just coming out of a domestic violence situation. To fuck with me and to get back at me, he evicted me and his special needs child, forcing me to leave. And y'all see, I was spoiled rotten. And then had to go to a facility with some bitches. And they trying to pick up the torch and inflict some more pain upon me. God told me, I got this. God don't play about somebody and I. He ended up getting all them bitches fired and the whole facility shut down. So you talking about resources? I want to say every organization you can think about, and everybody at any of them know me. That's why the supervised visits place, I was a client of theirs. That's why it was free for me. That's crazy. They told me I had to move June 20th, June 26th. They shut that whole motherfucker down. They was in there shredding papers, hiding paperwork, doing all type of shit. I was in that motherfucking shelter shredding the papers, shredding. They ain't want to leave no paper trail of the dirty shit they was doing. They thought I was going, they thought that I was going to let them touch my shit, pack my shit up, and take me to a whole new shelter with them and stay with them until July 1st so they can get that funding for Samaje and me. They wanted me to say, well, no, I don't have any money, I don't have nowhere to go, and I can't move in till July 1st. I'll leave with you guys. They was gonna put me and my baby name down and get that funding, even though it was, bitch, I ain't go with them. I went to extended stay. Until the 1st. I wasn't dare would have went with them. I wasn't dare would have went with them. And they was counting on their funding. They was counting on that funding. So y'all was gonna get funding for July, even though I wouldn't even been there for July in July. They were mad than a bitch. I'm so glad. That's why I'm so glad I'm away from every motherfucking body. I don't have to deal with nobody. I'm so glad. This shit has really been horrific. Really. It has really been horrific. gotta go get a sandwich. Let's make a sandwich. Oh, I should have sprayed the damn spray on me. I'm hungry. Let's go make a sandwich before I do my hair. I gotta do my hair in my Zoom meeting. That's 11. I'm gonna take y'all with me. Show y'all how a real one. Get them deals done. No, I'm just putting. But I am hungry. Them little protein bars. Now I wanted that Amazon bring my stuff up here, or do I gotta go down and get it? Oh yeah, let me pack him a lunch. Let me pack my son a lunch for this supervised visit shit. Yeah, so I've been through so much in like, child, yeah, them bitches was ruthless in there. Them bitches was a fucking ruthless. I'm not curling my hair because I have to, after this Zoom meeting, I have to dash to this visit shit, and it's gonna take me 2 hours, an hour and a half to get there. And that's impossible. That's gonna be impossible because I'll be doing shit that's impossible. let y'all get a little glimpse of my Zoom meeting because I'm going to join on my other phone. It's gonna be hot as fuck. I'm gonna have to cancel that anyway. This motherfucker shit about it. And let me get some oil. Hell yeah, after in the middle of the Zoom meeting, I'm gonna have to be leaving out to go get my son. I gotta drive 2 hours to this fuck shit. This shit is really fucking bad. I should cut it. Shit, back in the fucking furniture. We can go get my stuff from downstairs too, cause I want to see what it is. rushing because I got several things to do, and I need to call this man and ask him could he call and see if he's still coming or what. Alexa, play Sade station.
The station Sade.
Even though I bid it, dear God, thank you for this food we are about to receive. Amen. Even though I bid it, I left it in there for a little bit too long. in today. I don't give a fuck. There was somebody saying they came to Tennessee with me. I don't give a fuck. I don't really want to encourage this morning to look better than what it is. I just want it to look better than what it is. playing if I be late. Somebody, I look hazy. I need to cut this. play all fucking day. Let me stop playing. Y'all wanna go? I'm gonna let y'all in on the Zoom meeting for a minute. Then we finna open up one package. No, I ain't opening up a fuck thing. I ain't getting no super chat. Y'all ain't finna be all up in my business. But anyway, Teddy, I think that was your name. You can email me about the housing shits. Shiznits. I can make it a live person as a post, not a website. So tester, email me and share some, put you on to some sharks. Cause I don't want you to be scared and shit. So I'm gonna turn you on to my sharks, okay? You're supposed to walk through the fragrance. Walk through and let it penetrate you and just fall naturally. We have 15 minutes before the Zoom meeting. I would have opened up my gifts, but I ain't get no super chat, so y'all won't be in my business. Only can stay. I gotta get off the Zoom meeting, baby. She want us to stay to 12:30, child. I gotta go because I gotta drive 2 hours. And let me call this man. Hold on, let me call this man and ask his daddy, is he coming? So I won't be rushing. Bitch, is you coming today? I missed one. He not there. He don't get there until 11 o'clock. The meeting don't start. He don't get there until 11 o'clock. The meeting don't start until um bitch, we can log in now. So I gotta leave early. Let me put myself on mute. I would have opened the packages when I ain't switch it, so y'all can be fucking nosy. Make sure I got some of my J lunch and shit, cause I'm gonna have to run. Angela. Hi. Ooh. Hi, this is Angela.
Hey, you're on mute.
Okay, hey, this is Angela.
How you doing? Look, I see you still got that pretty red hair that we talked about.
Oh, thank you.
Listen, you guys are the early birds, the Thursday class are the people that come on late.
Oh, wow.
After that hard day. So how's everyone doing?
Okay, we're okay, good.
Good. I know Amanda won't be here today, Ellen. She had an emergency school visit and she's gonna join Thursday's class.
Okay.
And then we will see, but we're waiting on a couple more people. And
that sounds good, Kim. I can send a couple of text messages as a reminder. Does that sound good? But I'll leave Amanda out.
Yeah, actually, individual ones would be good. I sent one an hour ago, but I think it would be good to say we're getting started.
Sounds good.
Okay. So Mary and Angela, while we're waiting, tell me, how have you guys been doing with the